What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you guys don't know, you might have probably not even heard, but Samsung just announced their Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite. And I've heard some rumors about this before, but I wasn't really too sure when it was going to come out. And Samsung actually announced it before CES. Now, it's not fully released yet, like nobody even knows what the price point is or what markets it's going to be at. But I wanted to do a little quick comparison to see what the main differences are, whether you should pick it up or not, really from the knowledge that we know now, and just seeing what the main differences are between the standard Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the Note 10 Lite. Now, there's actually some really cool advantages going for the Note 10 Lite over the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Now, looking at the front, there's already some pretty big differences. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 has a 6.3-inch dynamic AMOLED display. That resolution is 1080 by 2280, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite has a 6.7-inch display, which is already bigger than that display. It's a Super AMOLED Infinity O display, so pretty much the same exact setup as the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. However, this resolution is 1080 by 2400. Now, this is really interesting because they seem to be, based off what I'm reading, the same exact specs, the same exact screen themselves, which is really interesting. The main differences is that the screen and the overall phone is more rounded on the edges, whereas the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 was more edgy. It seemed more like the Note 9. And there seems to be a little bit more bezel around the display versus the Note 10, but it's still a very slim bezel around the whole entire display. So that's a really cool thing. It's probably not going to have a headphone jack, we really don't know yet, but it is a bigger phone, which is really cool. On the back, you have triple camera setups on both phones, but the setups are a little bit different. You have kind of more like the iPhone 11, Google Pixel 4 type of setup on the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, but the standard, Note 10 type of thing on the Note 10. And speaking about those camera setups, we can already see some pretty big differences here. The Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite has 3 12-megapixel sensors, an ultra-wide wide-angle and telephoto lens, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 had 2 12-megapixel sensors, a wide-angle and a telephoto lens, and a 16-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Now, we don't know the details, we don't know the frame resolutions and all that, which you can film in, but when we find those things out, I'll go ahead and let you guys know. But I can definitely tell you, even though megapixels, all that stuff, they're important, I still think the Note 10 will have the better camera setup overall. So megapixels are one thing, but actually shooting the videos are completely, and even taking the photos, are a completely different story. So once I get my hands on them, if it comes out in the US, then I'll go ahead and talk about it. Now, another main thing we're going to get asked is the performance side of things. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite has a octa-core CPU, with the base model having 6GB of RAM and the top tier model having 8GB of RAM, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 also has an octa-core CPU, but there's only one model of it, and that model has 8GB of RAM. So you can get the base models. I guess there's only one model of the Note 10, but you can tailor the Note 10 Lite to having the same amount of RAM as the Note 10. And I think in terms of performance and everything, I'm not too sure what the differences are going to be. We really don't have that much information on it, but based off the information I have, maybe the Note 10 will still be a little bit faster, but it is what it is. I'm not really freaking out about the performance of the Note 10 Lite. One of the most interesting things about the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite, though, is the battery. Now, the Note 10, the standard one, has a 3500 mAh battery, where the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite has a 4500 mAh battery. So we have an additional 1000 mAh on the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, which is insane. I cannot believe a cheaper phone potentially will have a bigger battery life and better battery life in a bigger battery. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but I think that's a really cool thing. I'm really happy Samsung's doing that. I'm not mad about it. So if they're willing to give us bigger batteries, then that's only making me even more excited about the next phone release and how big those batteries will be. So, and the other thing, the Note 10 Lite will still come with an S Pen, which is really cool. So thank God they're not skimping out on that. And that pretty much covers it. Those are the main differences between the Note 10 and the Note 10 Lite. Of course, there's probably a bunch of different things that are going to come out in the next couple of days, but this is a baseline of the knowledge we know now. These are the main differences. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much for you guys to hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.